Listen, we need to sit down and talk. Let me get my lighting right. Let me sit down, make sure that being secure, and we're going to do my makeup and get it together because we got to talk obedience today. It's getting really, really serious. You're not failing, you're just disobedient. Let's talk about it. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna be getting ready for my day and then talking to you guys about something. It just needs to be said and share this with my YouTube people. Look at that kitchen. I'm so ready. Can't tell you, I'm ready for my next hair though. I want to talk about obedience, trusting in the things that you pray for. Okay, this may end up being a hot mess. Let's take these out and see. As a Christian, you have to pray, obviously, but you have to have faith. Faith and prayer go together. Like, they go together real bad. So we'll say, came across a little nap. We'll save faith for another video. If you guys want to talk about faith a little more and how that works and what I feel on that, we can get into that. But this is about obedience. And obedience in the sense of you're not actually failing, you're just being disobedient. And when you're not obedient, that's probably why you feel like you're failing. So let's put my hair back up. Let's put my hair back up because it's not quite ready, and then we'll take it out at the end. I'm literally just a girl, and I think that's the best I can do, and I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm new to this with the clip. So because I know that I can't multitask, I'm gonna insert the products as I go because I know I'm gonna forget to mention them to y'all. But this is my e.l.f. primer. I'm an affordable makeup girly at this point. I'm like a mix and match. Like, I have my Fenty, but then I have my e.l.f. primer. This is a lesson that I had to learn the hard way, like over time. I'm somebody that's very planned. Anything that I want, anything that I try to do, I want to plan it all the time, which is good to an extent. I'll give you an example. I want to make X amount of money, and I may think I'm gonna do it through my lash business, through my cleaning, and it may be a combination. God may make my YouTube lit and I get the whole thing from YouTube. But when you pray for something, you have to be obedient and open to things happening. For the girls that use these clips, please drop some comments and tips, because I know this ain't right, but God doesn't work to my plan, he works to his. So I may have everything lined up and focused on one thing, but you have to be obedient and you have to say, whatever God tells me to do, I'm gonna do it, because he has the plan for the money already. Me trying to do his job, and it don't work like that. I am a brow first girly, so we're doing my brows first. So obedience comes in when you ask for something you believe is going to happen, but then you have to be open-minded to say, I trust that God is going to provide this to me in any way, shape, or form. So for me, I'm gonna just give y'all a little tea, get y'all in my business a little bit. I'm closing down my lash business temporarily because I have some things coming down the pipeline that I need to prepare for, and lashes is just has not been cohesive with that plan. And I was like, God, should I do it this way? Should I do it that way? If God tell you to put it down, put it down. It's heavy, put it down, and then let him give you the strength when it's time and what you need to pick it back up. Like, say I was to go home base and then nobody booked. It's because I wasn't listening. God never told me to do that, and here I am looking foolish, looking crazy, wondering why my books got crooked, and it's my fault because I wasn't listening. Oh wow, are these brows like super crooked or I'm bugging? Yeah, I just did my brow. You for real? So I don't want to be one to do my makeup on camera. It's covering my dark spots at this point, which I have a few. No tea, no shade. Yeah, that's just lashes. That's just where I'm at with lashes. This is what God told me to do, because on the other end of that is gonna be such a big reward. And it's really about mindset, faith-based confidence. I don't have to worry about what it looks like to anybody else that I'm not doing lashes right now. I don't have to worry about what people think, talk about me if I'm a failure. When it comes from God, it's a win. When it comes from God, it's for another reason. You're taking this small, we're not even gonna say an L, you're doing this small change for a bigger, grander purpose. You're not failing, you're just being disobedient. And this can really come into play with anything, like relationship, friendship, job, not just a business. Let's talk our friendship. Let's talk that man, that girl, that you want so bad, you know? Let's get into that. We're about to do foundation. A lot of times we have our own weird, distorted, delusional way of thinking that God's gonna do something, and we be off. We be completely wrong. Like, I don't even know how we come up with the nonsense we come up with. So for myself, I come up with like these scenarios, perfect image of how things are supposed to be. So if anything is not that, I'm like, is it really like, is this right? Is it really tea? No, I'm just disobedient. No, I just don't want to listen. No, I'm just not doing what God told me to do, and that's why it's coming out that way. You need to get you some people around you that you don't have to explain your faith to. Now, if I'm trying to lock in, I'm trying to be obedient, I don't have time to convince everybody around me why I gotta do what I gotta do. The people around me know if I say God said it and God told me to do it, that it is what it is. You don't need to convince me. Otherwise, you really don't need to question me, worry about why I'm doing it. They know why, because I'm listening to God. It's already hard enough to have a worldly, you know, things hold you back in a worldly realm, but then to have that with the day-to-day people that you surround yourself with, like, no, you don't need that. You're working 10 times harder to convince themselves and yourself. Now I want to go in with my contour. I like to do the contour before the highlight. You gotta frame your face before you go burn it up. That's how I like to look at it. You're not going to be successful if you're not obedient. And that's just because there's so much in this life that we don't see. We don't know. That's why we have a relationship with God, so he can do it. He's the master. If I knew everything, I wouldn't need him. For him to tell us and put us on game on what we don't know and what we can't see. You got to build that relationship to hear him. I did make a video about this if you guys want to check that out. Because the devil talk too now. And if you in tune with him, that's who you're going to be listening to. Whole bunch of nothing. Whole bunch of nothing. I really may have to go take pictures today. Like, why not? You're not a failure because you're not successful. You're just disobedient. You're doing the things that God has not called you to do, and that's why you don't see benefits from it. That business plan, that degree, they're not really what God has for you, and you're not listening to him for whatever reason. You may be scared, you may be nervous, you may feel like no one's gonna support you. For whatever reason, you're just not following through, and the things that you are choosing to do just aren't it. We love the camera quality right there. It's not easy. I'm not saying you're just gonna wake up one day and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be this and this. We have our doubts, but you really have to just have unwavering faith that God will supply your needs along your journey. I'm gonna share something about myself. I have a master's degree and like, I don't know how many years of experience. I've been working since undergrad, and mind you, I'm gonna be 29 on Wednesday. I refuse to go get a certain 9 to 5 because I know my goal. I know that I am gonna make the bulk of my income on the internet, whether that be YouTube, a business, through my passion, which is content. It's not gonna be sitting at work. That's why I'm blessed with the 9 to 5 that I have. You know, I do have dreams to do other things. Like I want my own daycare, and I want to be licensed as a nursing home administrator. These are things I want, but that's not my now. I've always said that's gonna be when I have children, I'm settled, I have a family. That's what I'm gonna be going for. But as of right now, I'm chasing these content dreams. I'm chasing these business goals. All the time, I say, yeah, I could make a little more money. I could go get that higher paying job. But when I know what God has for me, them checks are gonna be like this compared to what God got. God got this. And I'm trying to go over here and settle and be disobedient with this. It's not like I have to do that right now. I didn't have a vehicle and nowhere to stay, and I'm just trying to do content and okay, obviously take care of your needs. The time and energy that I will put into that higher paying job takes away from my goal, my dream, and the things I want. It's hard. I want to be making such and such. I want to have that kind of money, able to just get up any day I want to go and go to shopping, go to Sephora. Of course I want those things, but in due time. That's not what God said. And that's why faith and obedience is so hard. You know how easy it is to go do this and this and this for some money, as the people would say. Anytime you go astray, as the Bible would say, the church will say, anytime you go astray, it don't work out. I don't care if you got a good 5-year run. On that 6th year, God gonna take you through there. It ain't gonna come with happiness and bliss. When you are a Christian, I feel like you catch it the hardest because you see what other people are doing, living this life, doing these things, having this, having that. I'm over here being obedient and I don't have this and this and this. But your reward is so much greater than anything the world can give you. The things that the world is gonna give you is gonna be here now. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. It's hard not to settle, not to do what's easy. But as the people say, nothing worth having comes easy. Faith, confidence is gonna do it every single time. Knowing what is for you is for you. What God promised you is yours will give you so much ease. You won't even worry about the things you think you're missing. We're on the end with my air spun. I have this Fenty Beauty, which y'all can see has hit pan. Ain't none in here. Not a pop of powder. I actually got this before I went on vacation. I was like, I need some setting powder. I'm not gonna pay $35, $45 for no setting powder. And I went back to my root, which is air spun. Okay, it's gonna make a mess, but it's gonna be worth it. So now we're gonna set. Promise you, it comes together. It's so easy to just do what's wrong. But if you want something, God's name on it, it's worth doing it right. It's worth sticking out the course. It's worth seeing it through. It's worth anything that you feel like you're gonna lose. And you gotta be okay with that. Y'all ever seen that meme? I'm gonna try to find it. Where the little girl is crying because she doesn't have her teddy bear. And the teddy bear about this big. And God's like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And behind him, you got that big body bear from the fair. And the little girl can't even see it because she's crying over this little thing. That's where obedience comes in. God has the success that you want right on the other side of the thing that you don't want to do. You don't want to give up that business, give up that man relationship or that lifestyle. I think I want to use this brush, but we already using it. This is coming off so white on camera. I can't believe everything you see on the net. Things don't work out because you're not supposed to be there. You're not supposed to be there at that time with them people doing those things. And that's why you're seeing the lack of success or the failure that you feel. You're not failing, you're confused. You're not failing, you're just hard-headed. Hard head make a soft what? A hard head make a soft what? Okay, just make sure we're on the same page. Just making sure. Alright, this is the brush I needed. Now I'm gonna go in and set. This is NYX again. Elf and NYX. It don't take much for me. feel the moisture soaking in. I'm definitely not here to preach at y'all. I'm here to definitely motivate you, because I've been in that same point. I've hung around with people that I wasn't supposed to be around, dated people I wasn't supposed to date. I've been in environments, work environment, living situations. I'm not supposed to be in this apartment. God told me to leave before my car got broken into, before the violence, before the water started going out. He been. What did Ashley do? I'ma stay. So cheap. God is like, girl, I would have gave you the funds, so now I gotta show you something. Now that's why you're going through what you're going through, because you didn't want to listen. So next we're gonna get into the lip, and I know again it comes off as like she just so motivational, It's because I got knocked on my butt so much that now I don't even want to try to work it. I don't want to figure it out. I want God to do it, because if not, it's not gonna work. So I even try. When he tell me to do something, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. I'm like that kid in school, you get beat so bad that you just be like, okay, you don't talk back, you don't argue, you do what you're supposed to do, because you don't want that whooping. That's where I'm at with it. Next again. Opening my eyes was crazy. Yes, my friend, there's nothing wrong with you. Don't take this personal. This is not me yelling at you. This is me giving you the game that I wish somebody would have gave me. So friend, if you're watching this, be motivated, be encouraged in knowing that we serve a God that doesn't bring us pain. He wants us to be happy, to live a good, prosperous life, praise him, to worship him. He don't want us struggling, but you have to find it in yourself to live accordingly. You have to find it in yourself to follow him, no matter what it looks like. So no, you're not unsuccessful. No, God hasn't given up on you. You gotta be willing to do the thing that you don't want to do, that you're scared to do. And to think I almost lost faith in the rollers. Stop playing. Stop playing. The way I do my own hair is crazy. Come on. I don't know who you are watching this, but please stay encouraged. Let go and let God have his way. And then check back in with me and let me know how bomb life turns out for you. Whatever you desire, God wants to give it to you, but you gotta listen to him. You gotta be obedient to see the success that you want to see. You are not failing, you're just disobedient. And we're gonna stop that today. That stops now. I don't want to hear nothing else. The hair definitely gives grown mom. I'm about to go make breakfast actually for my children, and then I'm gonna go in my office and work on my business. That's my future me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go ahead and claim it in advance. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram so you can keep up with me on a daily basis. That praying gal. As always, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video.